cold. It's 0 degrees, I think. So we're definitely feeling the winter's bite, but yeah, it's properly cold. I'm on the Middle Winburn-Dale. I think it's called the Cranston Bridge or something like that, but anyway, it's on the Turondale Road out of Bathurst. And there's 2 bridges over a loop of the Winburn-Dale, and in that loop are some old diggings which are pretty much behind me. You can see a bit of a cutting there which I think went down to a mine, and there's a very, very large, 2-acre sort of sized bend in the river here, which I've been here a couple of times and I've had some luck here, but nothing really spectacular, and I've never really been set up to prospect this area very well. I think it's been scratched out pretty well. There's not a lot of bedrock, there's a little bit, but there are some very interesting features. There's some mullock heaps, there's some old diggings, quite a lot of old diggings. The river itself, there's a little bit of exposed bedrock, and there's some old riverbed, worn out banks which show the riverbed as it was perhaps thousands of years ago, which are quite pretty much iron hard and very hard to get into. But I've brought myself a pick, and more importantly I've brought my Gold Monster 1000, which is brand new for me. Today is the first day for using it, so my plan today, at least until it warms up enough for me to put my fingers into that river, is to just find some interesting areas to, if I find a target, I'll scrape it out and throw it into my pan. I'll collect a few of those targets, then eventually I'll go down to the river with a pan of odds and ends, lead pellets, bits of wire, various bits of junk, because there's a lot of junk around here, and pan it out and see what I've got, rather than sort of piecing it out piece by piece, and just, I'll see what I find. I'm probably going to go home with a lot of junk today, but I'm also hoping to go home with a little bit of gold. And if I was ever to have a chance of finding a nugget, it's going to happen with this thing, so here we go. Sure you want to listen to a chainsaw just as much as I do, so I'll start moving in the opposite direction. Sounds promising. It's a beautiful day, but no gold yet.
somewhere here. Gonna be another piece of junk. Oh, I guess it's a learning experience, isn't it? Been picking up a lot of metal. I've got to set maximum sensitivity, maximum depth. I figure I've got to learn to distinguish sort of iron rubbish from gold. And I'm getting a lot of iron rubbish, picking up tin foil, and fortunately people use this area for camping as well, so there's the usual buried crap all over the place, but also there's fencing materials and stuff, and so I'm getting a fair bit of that. But some spread out all over the place at the moment, but I'm just going to grab my digging stuff. I have got probably the most promising sound I've had so far. It's swinging, it's a different pitch. It's swinging from full metal to full gold. So maybe it's just metal again, but maybe there's metal and gold in this spot. So anyway, you've got to dig it all up, don't you, to find out. There's no other way of knowing for sure. There's a lot of metal. See? Metal. Going both ways. But in that muddy spot right there, so here we go. I'll probably end up digging it and panning it. I'll let you know how I go. It's out here, and this is quite a long way from the river and a long way up the hill, so it's a water-worn rock here. I don't think the river's been up here for a bloody long time though. I haven't done a pan in a while, so I'm kind of relying on the metal detector to tell me everything, but it might be a bit counterintuitive. I might just give this a traditional pan, see what I find. It's not a bad crevice actually. Deep crevice actually. Yeah, it's pretty deep. A lot of material in it. Be curious to see if there's black sand in here. I don't really want to add to the entertainment factor by falling in, just for a change. The water is so cold. The organic material floating off. That's so cold. I reckon I'll have some black sand in here though. Oh, there you go, there's my first bit of gold. I want to go back and do more on that. See, if I hadn't panned that, I wouldn't have got this. That just proves the rest of the cracks are worth doing. Two bits. I don't know if you can see them. One's probably so small you can't see it. Well, three bits. One there, one next to it, and I think one escaped down there. So I'll slope that up. Gold is gold. And there's the other one. Alrighty, just a little double check. Yep, that was okay. Okay, did you miss me? Oh, of course you did. Appreciate this camera doesn't have smell-o-vision, but you'll have to trust me when I say it smells pretty good. Normally like my meat medium rare, but it's pretty hard to control out here. Yeah, so after this it's going on 1 o'clock I guess, and I normally want to be out of here by 2, so I might just spend a quick half hour just doing a couple of mullock heaps and sort of start packing up about 1:30. Get out of here by 2 on the road. The problem with this leg of the Windburn Dale is it's just too accessible to everybody from Bathurst though. It's just a quick 20-minute trip up from Bathurst, and you can just tell, like, this place is just, it's really used, and there's a lot of rubbish around, and yeah, it's not ideal really. It's quite an attractive spot, but it's just been hammered. But perseverance and patience and practice. Payday will come. But for now, this is going to be my payday in about 1 minute I reckon. It's starting to look like it's pretty much right. The anchor just, oh, there it goes. Just do a little bit more. It's not far off, I've got to say. I like going home with gold. It's disappointing not to. But it does help me do some stuff. It helps me rule this place out. Just as I've ruled out Mitchell's Creek. I know people will come here and find gold, just as they will go to Mitchell's Creek and find gold. I know every flood will deposit more gold. But, I don't know. It's not my spot. There's a wilderness aspect to all of this that I really enjoy, so what I'm going to have to do is find a new river. That's what I'm going to have to do. Actually, it looks perfect. If I can keep the flies away. Cool. It is actually very, very good. Look at that. Oh. Hot. Somehow I managed to get medium rare. Perfect. Olive oil, salt, cracked pepper, marinade overnight. Beautiful. It's disappointing, I'm almost at the end. I reckon I could have had another one of those. Got to that stage in my life, 51, where I like my job, but I don't love it. Like a lot of people my age, I guess, and the prospect of working night shift and putting myself in danger, you know, becomes less appealing, I guess. I'm just about to have a year offline, which means I'll be non-operational, be desk bound, which is probably going to be sounds awful to me. I've never done it in my life, never worked 9 to 5 ever. The idea of being office bound every day, working a 9-day fortnight, I think it's going to limit the amount of time I can do videos, go prospecting, go bushwalking, fishing, camping, whatever, the things that I like. And I imagine the 1 day off per fortnight that I've got will be dentist appointments and things like that. But it's a good experiment to see whether I could actually do it, because you know, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep working night shifts and weekends and out there, you know, wrestling with idiots in the street and exposing myself to diseases and all the rest of it. So who's to say I couldn't turn my adventures into something? It doesn't just have to be about prospecting. It can be about, you know, throwing a small pan into a backpack and going out and seeing whether there's gold in those wild rivers. Turning them into more of a overnight camping prospect and really getting a ultra light, effective prospecting kit going. There's probably something in that. It was actually very, very good. That meal, very, very good. Very, very good. I have to do all my cleanups when I get home, but for now, I'll wipe it on my leg. Have a drink. Thinking this mullock heap idea is going to be very short, sharp and shiny, so I don't think I've got a lot of time, and pretty much had this location, I think. You won't see me here again, I don't think. Part of the reason I didn't go to my preferred location is that they're grading the road on the other side of Howard's Bridge. So there, it's just, you know, earth moving equipment in the background and all the rest of it. It's not my idea of serenity. Part of it is just getting away from people and being able to listen to that. It just makes me more appreciative of what I've got at home. You know, I think my wife understands that, and once I'm all set up, it's all a relatively inexpensive hobby, isn't it? Really. It might even pay for itself one day once I get half skilled at it, instead of not skilled at all. But it was never meant to be a commercial thing. It was just always meant to be a bit of fun, a bit of a hobby. And as long as I keep it like that, don't take it too seriously, then how can I lose? Anyway, in case this is my final comment for the day, thanks for joining me. I know there's not too many people who watch my channel, but my channel's not, with all respect, it's not really about that either. It's more like just a diary of things that I've done that I can look back on myself and relive and enjoy. You know, I've got camping videos under a different profile on YouTube that I might, amalgamate one day with this profile. It was never meant to be anything other than that. It's madness. First sign of madness, they say, is when you start talking to yourself. I've been talking to myself for years, so. And whilst I would maybe like to share this sometimes, various people, my sons, my daughter, grandson, I think they'll get the most out of it when I'm on my own, because it does recharge the batteries like nothing else. So I like it to be physically hard, I like it to be physically hard. I like the fatigue that I feel when I go home afterwards. I feel like I've done something real. So many things in life, just seem a bit fake, pointless. Just gives you a chance to connect, even in a sort of very docile wilderness like the one I'm in at the moment. But it's better than nothing. Anyway, off to those mullock heaps, and we'll see how we go. If I find a nugget, I'll switch you back on. If not, I'll see you back at the truck.